Have you ever questioned yourself? Why is your manifestation work? Why is it? It's about limiting beliefs. I have this. Okay, so I am trying out a new method right now, and which they said that in stillness you can. This is in stillness or in your present moment. If you are just doing it, it will come true, or your manifestation will be in fruition. So most of the people, what I've read about is that in stillness, like be silent in the present moment, just be still. You don't have to think about it, and that's it. You don't have to chase. You don't have to make a plan. So in just the present moment, and that's it. That's the be still method. I did that. Be still. I'm still distracted. Okay, so the focus is out of balance. Okay, so really, I really have a. I would say my focus is not really in tune, or I would say I easily get distracted, which I really honestly accept it with all my heart that I'm easily get distracted. And my husband can attest that I'm easily get distracted, especially with distractions. So this is, manifestation is a self development, right? Once you get it, you will be an ace, right? But knowing me that I don't really like intentionally make wishes greater. So, or I would say I don't really desire what other people is desiring. Okay. So I'm the person who is just contented of what it is. Okay. So if I am comfortable, I can eat 3 times a day. I have a roof of a roof. I have a roof. I have a house to stay home, and I can pay my bills, and that's it. It's great. And actually, my life is perfect if you can just do it, or like say it that way, right? I don't have to like worry because we can pay. And sometimes I would question myself, like, why we're able to pay. But trust, okay? I have not been working since 2014, and my husband is not working since late 2018, and now it's 2024. And we are still paying our bills. I'm still able to contribute, even how small my pay here in YouTube, but we're able to pay something. And we are not making big loans except for the house, but we're able to pay. So it's good. It's good. And we still have property. So I think we're good. In like, if you want to live like simple life, that you don't have to really worry too much. But the extra, if you want the extra, then, or like, excessive travel like that, we can't do that. We are on a budget, okay? So, like living normal, right? And nothing fancy. It's just, I would say, just the average living. And I think we're great. We can travel once in a while. That's it, right? So I think we're good. But then, let's, because of my life has been changed now, and I want to be an example to people if they are in great need, and then they are been awakened, and then they don't have, like, their path is unclear. I get the electronics interruption. The spirits are here. All right. So anyway, I hope it's not something that I said because that's a powerful shift at that it happened. It's been a while that I have not any electronics interruptions. See, I always have mystical I have mystical friends here. Friends in the house. Not really. Anyway, no. What I mean, guys, you don't you think that there are no spirits around. There are spirits around. You just don't know because our eyes cannot see it. My third eye has been closed since I was a child because I was intentionally close it. But before I was able to like really see like just faint, vague images before when I was little, but I intentionally closed it. So because I was so afraid to see, actually it was my uncle that I was I was not I mean wanting to see. So okay, because of a tragic accident. Anyway, back to manifestation. Yes, when in terms of like if I really wanted something, it will happen fast. Like because of my nature, I don't really desire things, but if I'm at the moment where it's really needed, like that's fast. It's fast. Like for example, when we were living in an apartment in Cebu, and then there's really signs that we have to like really have to move out from that place. And then I just said a prayer, like I want to find a place that I can move out from this place. And the day after, we found a place, and then we move out 2 weeks after. So it was quick. And then when we found that new place, and then um, I pray again that we need to have our one property in the market. I want to sell that property. Then boom, few days after, we got an offer, and then 3 weeks after, sold the deal, everything in 3 weeks. Then we're able to move to this house. So when it is really needed for me, when it is really my desire, not really desire, but it's really needed, like it's really needed. And it is not extra, it's just needed for the transition. It will happen like that fast. Okay, so to think about it, selling a property in the Philippines in 3 weeks, unheard of. Unheard of. It happened to me 3 weeks. Um, what that? Knowing the buyer, making a meeting, getting all the papers together, agreed upon, see the lawyers, transactions in the bank, whatever, from Cebu, from Bohol, like everything is everything from island to the transaction from island to island is being processed fast in 3 weeks time, and with the payment, it's unheard of, especially with the flow of business here in the Philippines. Oh my gosh, it's low. It's low. And then my case, it was just fast, very, very fast. So when it's divine timing, everything is smooth, everything can just glide fast. So yeah, um, it is the only thing that wasn't really smooth sailing was the transfer from our our goods from the States to here in the Philippines. It wasn't a smooth transaction. It was a chaotic. I think that was the only time because I didn't pray for it. I just let it go and then it was chaotic. So, intention really, what really this spiritual awakening really taught me is to really be intentional. And I've seen the patterns of my FYP throwing in my face that it says there, be intentional, because I'm not intentional in everything. I'm just like, okay, wake up and then what would I do today? I don't really go for specifics. So I know the spirits maybe are guiding me to really be intentional in everything I do, so so my life will be smoother, and so I can be guided properly, that I would know. And now with all the tools that I know, that it will be soft sailing, living, right? And thriving. So anyway, manifestation, and what I've known right now is this called unknown method. This unknown method is very simple. It's up to you. What do you want to, how you would want to be creative in that. But actually, this one is you just have to take a deep breath, you close your eyes, and then you go center yourself in your back of your navel. Okay, and then when you sit there, and then you said your intention that I now return back to where I sit, your throne, because the navel is your throne. You have to sit there and be still, and you just have to, like, you don't have to think, you don't have to use your mind, use your body, use your thought, use your feelings. No, you just have to sit there and be still, and then just observe, and that's all you're gonna do. And then while closing your eyes, you just wait until you can feel something, or there will be a thought in your head. But before the thought in your head, you would say a mantra in just in silent. You would say, "I now return into my seat." Right. So after that, um, in my I now return in my regular seat. Okay. I don't request. I don't chase. And I command, what is it? I command to be in the present alone. Okay, and that's all you're gonna say. That's it. And what you're gonna do is just wait, observe, and then if there's a thought coming in to your field, your answer will gonna be yes, no, later. Okay, 3. Yes, no, later. That's it. And then you just wait. Okay. Then if there's a thought coming in, like money, you'd say yes. Right? We like money, right? You said yes. Okay. Don't think, don't imagine, no, nothing. Just if a thought comes, it says money, you just say yes, right? Or if you don't want something like a problem, no. If a thought comes that you don't like it, you don't feel it, and if you feel like, oh, I like to do that, but is it mine now? If I want it now, you just say later. Okay, so that's it. They said to do this process, just do it in a 10 minutes, 10 minute in your day meditation. So I tried it today, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so just have fun. This one is meditation of unknown method, is that you don't have to dream, you don't have to desire, you just have to let it be. Okay, whatever is coming through you in the field, just let it, accept it, if you want it or not, right? Yes, no. And if you want it to do it maybe in some other time, you do later, right? So that's it. That's how you're gonna do, and see what happens. Okay, so there are people who have good results, and I think I like this one better. I don't, because for my nature, that I don't really like to vision, I just want to feel something, or if a thought coming in, I would judge it yes or no later. That's simple, right? So let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Try it. and see what happens. And also other people did a like a music in the background. Okay, I did it with a background which the creator was saying. Okay, so I'm trying it because I like this method, and because I don't really like to meditate long, and then this method is only good for 10 minutes. So which is really good, which is really beneficial for me because I don't really like to sit, an hour and then think. Maybe I would do it like in between in a day if I have a chance to pause, right? Yeah, you can do this, and when you are pausing, right, you just go on, and it's also good that you can center yourself in a day. I think this is good. This is good, you guys. Try it. This is the Anon method. I hope you like this method and see how it goes for you guys if you ever try it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.